Hello and welcome to another edition of My Favourite Things. We're still on Series 1 and this is episode 5. And because this is episode 5, no, I'm not going to do this every time, I've decided to look at my 5 favourite times that the 5/4 time signature hid in plain sight. Now, before we get started, you know what's coming. Before I get started, can I please ask you to like this video and subscribe to my channel. My regular speech is that it takes you literally seconds to do all of this. Nothing will happen to you when you do, but for me, it means that I can try and make a living out of these videos that you get to watch for absolute gratis. Okay, so we're going to look at 5/4 time signature. Now, 5/4 time signature, you might, as soon as we mention weird time signatures, I mean, everyone's familiar with 4/4, 4 beats in a bar. Everyone's kind of familiar with 3 beats in a bar, very waltzy. And most people with pop and contemporary music and stuff are very familiar with 6/8. Goes pretty much hand in hand with 3/4, but I'm not going to get into the rudiments of time signature and all that stuff. But 5/4, up there with, 7/8 and all that kind of stuff. As soon as you mention 5/4, people immediately think, oh, it's a different time signature. It's going to be a bit strange. It's going to be a bit weird. Now, this is the thing. This is not true about 5/4. This is the thing that I love most about the 5/4 time signature, is it's right there and you don't notice it. It's one of those, oh yeah, I never realised that moments that you get in life. So here we go. These are my 5 moments that 5/4 time signature hid in plain sight. Now we're going to start off with probably the one that you've heard the most, which is the theme from Mission Impossible, which is in 5/4. Now, it was written originally for the TV series by Lalo Schifrin, I hope I pronounced that right, who is an Argentine composer who's responsible for composing a lot of TV and film music. And he wrote this theme. The original theme was written for the TV show back in the day, late 60s, early 70s. The thing that kind of has brought it back into popular culture, of course, is the film franchise. So it seems like every time we have a new film, we of course get a new cover version by someone. People have done quite a lot. We've had Kanye West has had a crack at it, Limp Bizkit have had a go at one, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's a great theme. You will have heard of it, and it is in 5/4. Okay, next we're going to move on. We're going to carry on with stuff that you may well have heard of. If you're a Sting fan, then you will probably heard this song. This is a song called 7 Days. It was taken from Sting's 4th solo album, 10 Summoner's Tales. This album, it was quite a big hit for Sting. It featured quite a lot of successful singles. We had songs such as If I Ever Lose My Faith in You, Fields of Gold, It's Probably Me, which was done on a Lethal Weapon soundtrack, Shape of My Heart. So there's quite a lot of songs that have entered the public consciousness. 7 Days wasn't released as a single. It is just a sort of what we would, I hate the phrase album track, but it is what we would deem an album track. And yeah, it does play in the 5/4 time signature. Now, the thing I love about this song, or one of the things that immediately makes me think yes about this, is it's got Vinnie Colaiuta playing the drums. Anyone who doesn't know is an American drummer, session musician. He's absolutely incredible. But yeah, 7 Days is in 5/4. Right, so we land in Muse Town. Now, I love Muse. I love Matt Bellamy. They're a phenomenally good band. They've written some fantastic music. Matt Bellamy is an incredible musician, not just an incredible guitar player. He is an incredible musician, an all-round awesome band. And in 2012, they released the album The Second Law. Now, this was a bit of a Marmite album because it contained some elements of dubstep experimentation. I loved it because it was dubstep done with real instruments rather than just someone pressing some buttons. It wasn't all like that. It features some incredible songs which have remained in Muse's, greatest hits. Things like Supremacy, Survival, which was done for the Olympics, Madness, and it featured the song Animals, which is in 5/4. It's a song that Matt Bellamy wrote with an inspiration from the stock market, greed, franchising, and all that kind of stuff. Kill or be killed, that kind of mentality. But yeah, it's a really terrific song. But yeah, Animals, it's a great song. It's a great album, The Second Law. Check it out. 5/4 all the way. Right, so I think we're coming into sort of areas that, people might not be as familiar with. We're going with Nick Drake. You've probably heard of Nick Drake, but you might not have heard many songs of Nick Drake. First of all, go and listen to Nick Drake. That's it, really. Nick Drake was absolutely incredible singer-songwriter. Unfortunately, left us far too early. He only released 3 albums in his very short career. The legacy that he's left for us is brilliant. One of these wonderful songs is Riverman, which is from the 5 Leaves Left album, which was originally released in 1969. A beautiful piece, as are all Nick Drake songs. So, 2 things to take away from this. 1, listen to Riverman. It's in 5/4. But more than anything else, go and listen to Nick Drake. He's wonderful. And finally, this is definitely going into the lesser heard territory. This is the band Snarky Puppy. Now, as soon as you say Snarky Puppy, people are like, what? Snarky Puppy are a jazz fusion ensemble. They have a dozen, maybe less than a dozen regular members, and then they expand to feature, a huge array of musicians. They are phenomenal. I was sent this song by a friend of mine, and he actually sent it me. We were talking about keyboard sounds and sampling and stuff like this. There's a phenomenal keyboard solo in the middle of this song. This song is called Lingus, and it's from the We Like It Here album. It was sent to me. He was like, I think a keyboard that sounds like this. And straight away I was like, yes, first of all, that keyboard sounds amazing. Second of all, oh my God, this band are amazing. If you think of, general musicianship, awesome musicianship, you can't go much further than Snarky Puppy. If there was a grade high enough, they would all be like grade 25 or something like that. I can't emphasize enough the joy that this band has brought me. They are a phenomenally good band. I cannot recommend highly enough that you have this band in your life. I'm not sponsored by them. I just love them. But yeah, Lingus from the We Like It Here album is in 5/4, and give yourself a treat. Go and listen to them. So that's it. Thank you ever so much for tuning in to my favourite 5/4 tracks that hide in plain sight. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope I've given you some things to think about. If I've missed anything, feel free to comment. I would love to listen to some more awesome tracks. But other than that, we'll see you on the other side. Thanks, guys.